Can you use the periodic table to work out how two molecules are likely going to bond together? Based on the fact I'm making a video about it, you can probably guess the answer is yes. There are two types of chemical bond, ionic bonding and covalent bonding. In an ionic bond, one atom donates an electron to another atom or donates multiple electrons to an atom or multiple atoms and creates ions. In this case, the outermost or valence electron for whatever atom this is donated to the outermost or valence shell for whatever atom this is. The outermost shell in this has one space and the outermost shell in that has one electron, so that electron fills the outermost shell. Atoms like having their outermost shell of electrons full. The donating of the electron or electrons makes the atom that donated the electrons a positive ion and the atom that received the electron or electrons a negative ion. They are then held together with magnetism because, as we know, opposite magnetic charges attract each other. A common example of this type of bond is table salt or sodium chloride. In this instance, sodium donates its outermost or valence electron to chlorine, creating a positive sodium ion and a negative chlorine ion, which are then attracted to each other electrostatically. In a covalent bond, the outermost shell of electrons is filled by sharing electrons as opposed to donating and receiving electrons. A common example of this is CO2 or carbon dioxide. Oxygens want 2 more electrons in their outer shell and carbon wants 4, so 2 oxygens and 1 carbon will share all of their electrons, and individually each will have enough electrons to fill its own outer shell. Noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon, all have full outer shells, which means that they don't form covalent or ionic bonds, and this is why they're inert or unreactive. But what does this have to do with the periodic table? Well, a few videos ago we spoke about trends in the periodic table, and one of those trends was electronegativity, which is how tightly an atom likes to hold on to its electrons. As you move along a period, electronegativity increases. Now that means if you have one atom with a low electronegativity trying to pair with an atom of a high electronegativity, the high electronegativity atom is going to pull the electron off the low electronegativity atom and form an ionic bond. If you have two atoms of relatively similar electronegativity trying to bond together, they're more likely going to form a covalent bond, as one's not going to be able to overpower the other. This has been video 6 of my periodic table series. Thank you very much for following and liking so that you don't miss any of the episodes. Thank you again for doing everything that you do here, and until next time, I've been Dr. Alex Foden, the Science Wrangler, and I shall see you one of these days.